the portrait of Yogada by Lokikanta Pati sir and our secretary Dojam Pratik. And to the portrait of Jonathan Shahu by Professor Ratan Kumar Shamanto. And the coordinator of the program, Lokikanta Sharaki. I request our delegates to return to their seats on the stage. As we get ready for our felicitation ceremony, let me briefly introduce you to our special delegates today. We have with us today Professor Harikrishna Shatpathy, Presidential Awardee of Certificate of Honor. He was a former Vice Chancellor of National Sanskrit University, Tirupati for 2 consecutive terms, and also Kalimba Institute of Social Sciences, University, Bhubaneswar. He is also the former acting Vice Chancellor of Sri Jagannath Sanskrit University, Pune. He specializes in language and literature, Vedic and Vedantic studies, modern law and ancient Indian jurisprudence and ethics, Dharmashastra, social sciences and comparative linguistics, Indian and Western aesthetics. He is also a creative poet, writer, and a compiler of several academic books. Welcome here, sir, to our college. We also have with us Professor Lokikanta Pati, former head of the Department of Philosophy and professor of the University of North Bengal of Siliguri. Welcome, sir, to our college. We have with us Professor Ratan Kumar Shamanto, the principal of Swarnamoyi Mahavidyalaya. Welcome, sir, to our college. Apart from the guests of honor, we have with us our esteemed principal, Professor Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra, our secretary of the governing body, Mr. Sheetal Chandra Dey, and Dr. Aniruddha Sena, the IQAC coordinator of our college. We now move on to the felicitation ceremony. May I request our respected principal, sir, to felicitate Professor Harikrishna Shatpathy. May I request Mr. Sheetal Chandra to felicitate Professor Lokikant Pandey. May I request the convener of our program, Mr. Shukhinduna Tadu, to felicitate Dr. Ratan Kumar Shamanto of Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya. May I request the head of the department and the coordinator of the program, Dr. Lokikant Pandey, to felicitate our respected principal, sir. I now request Professor Rupen Mondol to felicitate our Secretary, Mr. Sheetal Chandra. I request Dr. Monju Datta of the Department of Sanskrit of our college to felicitate Dr. Anurita Sinha, our QAC coordinator. Following the conclusion of this felicitation and inaugural ceremony, I request Dr. Lokikant Pandey, Associate Professor and Head of the Department of Sanskrit, Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya, and the coordinator of this one-day national seminar on the relevance of Indian philosophy in the contemporary society to deliver the welcome address for today's session.
Sudgurum Tam Namami. स्वस्ति पंथा अनुचरेम सूर्या चंद्रमसाविव पुनर्तदता घनता जानता संगमे महि शृण्वन्तु सर्वे अमृतस्य पुत्रा। भारतीय दार्शनिक अनुसंधान परिषद शिक्षा मंत्रालय भारत सरकार द्वारा भारतीय दार्शनिक दिवस पालनाय अनुमोदितस्य एक दिवसीय जातीय चर्चा सत्रस्य समुद्घाटन समारोहे समुपस्थिताः मुख्याः अतिथयः मुख्य वक्तारः विद्वांसः महाविद्यालयस्य सर्वेपि अध्यापकाः अध्यापिकाः सहकर्मिणः शिक्षाकर्मिणः गवेषकाः सांबादिकाः छात्राः छात्राश्च जोगदा सत्संग पाल्पड़ा महाविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभाग पक्षतः आईपीएससी सहयोगेन शवं सजनिकान्त महाविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य तथा च स्वर्णमयी जोगेन्द्रनाथ महाविद्यालयस्य संस्कृत विभागस्य सहयोगेन आयोज्यमानस्य अस्य चर्चासत्रस्य विषयवस्तु अस्ति समकालीन भारतीय समाजे भारतीय दर्शन शास्त्राणाम् उपयोगिता। अद्यतने अस्मिन् चर्चासत्रे अध्यक्षतां कुर्वन्ति अस्माकं महाविद्यालयस्य अध्यक्षः प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर प्रदीप्त कुमार मिश्र महाशयः अत्र मुख्य वक्तृरूपेण समुपस्थिताः भवन्ति। आंध्र प्रदेश स्थित तिरुपति राष्ट्रीय संस्कृत विश्वविद्यालयस्य प्राक्तन कुलपतयः मम गुरवः प्रोफेसर हरेकृष्ण शतपथी महाशयः अत्र मुख्य अतिथि पदवीम् अलङ्कुर्वन्ति। पश्चिमबङ्गस्य नॉर्थ बेंगल विश्वविद्यालयस्य दर्शन विभागस्य आचार्यः प्रोफेसर लक्ष्मीकान्त पाणी महाशयः किञ्च अस्माकम् अद्यतनीयाः अन्याः अतिथयः स्वर्णमयी जोगेन्द्रनाथ महाविद्यालयस्य अध्यक्षः डॉक्टर रतन कुमार सामंत महाशयः उपस्थिताः सन्ति। अस्माकं महाविद्यालयस्य संपादकः श्रीयुक्त चंद्र दे महाशयः आईपीएससी डॉक्टर अनिरुद्ध सिन्हा महाशयश्च अहं मंचासीनां समवेतान् सर्वानपि मम पक्षतः अस्माकं संस्कृत विभाग पक्षतः प्रणाम निवेदन पूर्वकं स्वागतं सुस्वागतं शुभ स्वागतं च विज्ञापयामि। भवतां शुभ आगमनेन शुभ आशीषेण उपस्थित्या योगदानेन च अस्माकं चर्चासत्रं नित्यं सफलतां भजतु अस्माकं समुद्यमः यथार्थः भवतु इति भगवतः जगन्नाथस्य निकटे मम इयं प्रार्थना। अस्माकम् अयम् आरम्भः शुभाय भवतु शुभं भवतु। भवतां सर्वेषां पुनः एकवारं प्रणति निवेदन पुरस्सरं कार्यक्रमे अस्मिन् स्वागतं सुस्वागतं विनिवेद्य विरमामि विस्तरा। जयतु भारतम् जयतु संस्कृतम्। ओम शांति।
Thank you, sir. I take this opportunity to inform you all that our whole inaugural session is being presided over by the President and by the Secretary and DPO of our GP of our college, Shito Chandra. I now invite Professor Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra, the Principal of Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya, to deliver the inaugural speech.
Thank you so much, Srimati Madam, for doing the anchoring of the ongoing session. So, very good morning, everybody. Today is a very remarkable day for Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya because on behalf of ICPR, the Department of Sanskrit is being organizing a one-day national seminar on a very vibrant topic on relevance of Indian philosophy in contemporary society to celebrate World Philosophy Day in collaboration with the Internal Quality Assurance Cell of our institution and in collaboration with Swarnamay Jagannath Mahavidyalaya, Nandigram Purva Medinpur and also with Shabam Sadanikan Mahavidyalaya, Paschim Medinpur. These two institutions are our academic partner institutions on behalf of with reference to MOU and adhering to the quality assurance certificate. And it is again a very curious day for all of us. We have with us the very two luminaries with us, having a great deal of specialization, expertise in the field of literature and in the field of discipline of humanities. You can say the today's attraction of this seminar happen to be as the keynote speaker of this seminar, Professor Dr. Harikrishna Satpathy, the most vibrant figure, dynamic educationist and a prolific writer, an eloquent speaker, a seasoned academician out and out, having affluent administrative efficiencies, about whom I will tell you later on. But let me complete my customary formalities. We are with us another dignitary, Professor Dr. Lakshmikant Pari, in the capacity of Professor and former Head Department of Philosophy, North Bengal University, Darjeeling, West Bengal. We are with us the very able and dynamic advisor of our institution for running the institution in the capacity as Secretary and DDO of the governing body of the institution, Mr. Sital Chandra De, a man of benevolence out and out and a great deal of positivity, who is guiding us very nicely to work out the activities, keeping a great deal of balance in academic and non-academic perspective to lead the institution into greater heights out and out. So I am indebted to all these dignitaries with us. So we are with us our partner institution, Dr. Ratan Kumar Samanta, very dynamic educationist, very able administrator, very pleasant personality, and we have interacted frequently in different academic events organized by our affiliating body, Vidyasagar University, or our nearby colleges in any national platform. So I am very thankful to him. Because of him, this busy schedule he is with us. We are with us our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Aniruddha Sinha, who has covered almost all the shortcomings or suggestions recommended by two NAC team visits to this institution, because we are switching over to have the NAC visit in third cycle, and he has tried his level best with the keen cooperation, coordination, assistance and guidance of this our IQAC team, our criteria-based team to do the institution, how to wipe out the shortcomings of the institution and how to take the institution into a greater height. These are the luminaries or dignitaries on the dais of this dais, starting from Professor Madam Paramita Ganguly, Dr. Mrinal Kanti De, Madam Dr. Srimati Pandit, our NAC coordinator is with us of the dais, Dr. Tushar Kanti Mondar, then Dr. Krishna Basu Thakur and all other dignitaries and my learned participants, the delegates from other institutions. So, regarding this importance of this day, before telling you the importance of the day, when we are giving citation to these two dignitaries, we have given in such a way, but it is essential for me to actualize the genesis lies in the citation given to them. So we have already known, everyone, if you go to the Google app, you will see the academic generosity lies with Professor Dr. Harikrishna Satpathy. He is a giant in the field of education in general and in the field of Sanskrit language and literature in particular. And as already Madam Srimay Madam has already told that Sir has been the Vice Chancellor of three important universities. As acting Vice Chancellor, Sri Jagannath University, Puri, Odisha, then as Vice Chancellor in the Central University, Tirupati Central University in the state of Andhra Pradesh, then as the first Vice Chancellor of Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences University, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. Now recently this institution got A grade in first cycle. What I feel, sir, am I okay or not, sir? I will say first grade, first cycle, NAC A grade. So as an academician, as a reputed teacher or as an outstanding teacher, he likes, loves, inclines himself as a teacher and loves the teaching profession and projects himself as a lifelong learner to prove his vibrant personality in this 21st century. To his credit, apart from the post of Vice Chancellor and along with being the awardee of President, our Honorable President awardee the prestigious awards like Rashtrapati Samman Certificate of Honor from President of India in 2019, then Ramakrishna Dalmia Sravani Alankar Award, the highest award in the field of Sanskrit literature, language and literature, then Kendriya Sahitya Academy Award, then Odisha Sahitya Academy Award, Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan Award, Kavi Guru Kaidas Samman, then Brahmarshi title from Honorable President of India. Along with this, Sir has authored and edited more than 50 books to its credit for obtaining from national and international publications. Then Sir has guided more than 15 research scholars to its credit and also already done 3 research projects. And now, remaining in this situation, he is now serving or acting as the Chairman of Spiritual and Yogic Sciences of KIT University, Bhubaneswar, in the rank of Vice Chancellor. So really, sir, the fraternity of Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya is inducted to out and out, and they really very dynamic figure, very brilliant scholarship and personality person like you, because you have accepted teaching as your lifelong endeavor as long as you are in this cosmos. We are extending our deep sense of gratitude on behalf of governing body of the Mahavidyalaya, on behalf of members of teaching, non-teaching staff, on behalf of our student community. We are extending our deep sense of gratitude again, sir. Your presence, your glorious presence will booming us and will glorify the seminar, and for the time being it will provide a very congenial learning atmosphere, adorning learning as a human betterment and scope for refinement. We have with us another dynamic personality, Professor Dr. Lakshmikanta Parid, hailing from North Bengal University as Professor in the Department of Philosophy. So, Sir has done his education from Odisha, so far Utkal University is concerned, and also from Jadavpur University, so far West Bengal is concerned. So his personality is a midway between Odisha and Bengal. So that like the personality of Rabindranath Tagore is a midway between East and West, what I feel in my visualization. With regard to his areas of specialization, he is having environmental philosophy, practical ethics, philosophy of religion, Western epistemology, virtue ethics are his areas of specialization. Along with that, he has produced more than 85 research papers to his credit at the national and international level. Already guided more than 9 PhD scholars, research scholars at the PhD and MPhil level, and also published a very good book, An Introduction to Environmental Ethics. Apart from this, regarding his scholarship or vibrant personality or accepting knowledge as multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary treatment, he was in association with the Indian Institute of Administrative Science Advanced Studies in Simla from 2016 to 2018, and life membership of the journal ICPR, life member and treasurer of Indian Philosophical Congress, member of book club IIAS Simla, reviewer of different national journals of philosophy, and member of Afro-Asian Philosophical Congress. So apart from that, with regard to his administrative efficiency, once upon a time he was acting as a registrar of North Bengal University, Siliguri, Darjeeling. Side by side, he happened to be subject expert of different selection committees and in the capacity as Vice Chancellor, nominee and member of Board of Studies of the Department of Philosophy. So this was the very brief synoptic presentation of our two eminent educationists. As we are focusing on knowledge as we have to ensure knowledge as interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary aspect. Keeping this in point of view, we have invited two luminaries to propel their expertise, to imbibe us, to enlighten us, so that we will refine our knowledge, and so that we'll see that we will have a significant contribution to the stock of knowledge. And this seminar will provide a very clear platform for the brainstorming sessions, and along with other delegates from different parts of the country, I am inviting them, although it is not feasible on my part from the time constraint to name out them. So, as a learner of education formally, and as a lifelong learner having the learning first, So for the topic is concerned relevance of Indian philosophy in the contemporary society on the eve of World Philosophy Day. We are organizing that Department of Sanskrit is organizing with the IQAC and other two our academic partner institutions. So in my visualization, I will take small time to have my conceptualization about the genesis or significance of the seminar. From the very nutshell, we are telling our two luminaries will have their in-depthness regarding the significance, regarding the rationality of the state and rationality of the relevance of Indian philosophy for the present context. But in my visualization, adhering to pros and cons, I have conceptualized these things in such a manner. Very simple thing. We are telling we are individuals, we are human beings, we are humanity, we must be peace loving, all these things. But very frankly, when we are telling about our individual development or human development, we are focusing on two things. One is individual development, another is social development. But individual development should never be accepted. Very simple thing, at the cost of social development. Individual development will never be done at the cost of social development or hampering the social interest. We have our own pace of development by exercising the rights, the facilities given by the society in a very recognized manner. And when we are telling about this human existence, one individual will live in a society. When we are telling about the human existence, two things are coming to the spotlight. One is our material progress, material gain or prosperity, and another is our spiritual richness. When we are telling, because philosophy focuses on this thing, that no doubt you will have your individual development, social development, there will be balance between individual and social development. When you will come to the purview of that human world, human cosmos, human existence, we have to give a balance between material progress, because contemporary society needs your progress, your productivity, your investment. And when you will have your own investment, you must be physically, mentally strong and sound. Then you will achieve the things, then you will conquer anything in a very socially desirable and acceptable manner. So, in such a manner, but when we are going through today's newspaper, in every discussion you will find two catchy things. One is your inclusivity or inclusion, another is sustainability. Now we are under process sustainable development with effect from 2017 by fulfilling the 17 goals, and the target is 2035. After that, Millennium Development Goals, I mean MDG. So we have to focus on these things. We have to make our education, including primary education, quality one, out and out. We have to reduce the poverty. We have to avoid this gender equity. Then our wholesome development, our sustainability will be ensured. So in such a manner, we cannot ignore philosophy. We have to accept philosophy as a way of thinking as well as a way of living. As the present society, the UNESCO giving importance on global citizenship in this global world. With effect from 1998, the UNESCO recommended this International Commission of Education. I have told in different academic platforms, act locally, think globally. In such a manner, we have to give importance on global citizenship. We have to live in the entire world is a global village. In such a manner, we have to have your global citizenship in a very simple term, in spiritual enriched term, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is spiritually enriched out and out. And when we are coming to the theoretical standpoint about the categories of philosophy, types of philosophy, our philosophy friends will recognize formally that we are having two categories so far the Indian philosophy is concerned. Because Indian people philosophy focuses on spiritualism, focuses on prosperity, material gain, but spiritual richness, spiritual heritage. This is the clarion call of the day. So far the relevance of Indian philosophy is concerned. So just having a trace out about the inceptional root of Indian philosophy, we will find two categories of philosophy. One is one philosophy is Astika, another philosophy is Nastika. When we are telling about the Astika and Nastika philosophy, we have to give focus on another thing, that is Purusartha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Two things under material gain and two things under spiritual gain. Dharma and Moksha under spiritual gain, Kama, Artha and Kama under material gain. Focusing all these things, when we tell about that Astic and Nastic philosophy, you know, that when we are telling about Astic philosophy, we are giving importance on there is Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Sankhya, Yoga, Mimamsa, Vedanta, where there is a predominant role of Veda and Vedanta. But contrary to this, Astika, Nastika philosophy said no question of Veda. Everything must be done by virtue of your workability and by virtue of your sense of humanism, all these things and material progress. When we are telling all these things, Jainism is coming, Buddhism is coming, Charvak is coming, proclaiming their authority. No doubt Jainism has telling about to remain detachment, to check non-violence and liberation. But Buddhism is telling we have to free from all sorts of origin, all sorts of expectations. And at the same time, Charvaka is telling about materialistic aspect of philosophy, which focuses on prosperity. So there is a conflicting interpretation regarding the interplay of these philosophies. But in total, when we discuss about the relevance of Indian philosophy, above all, we will think for one and all, any stakeholder, we will think Indian philosophy is about soul's journey. No doubt we are having soul's journey, and we have to do that moksha in a long-term manner, that is liberation. But for this, we have to do, a candidate example is remaining sitting before us. We are focusing how we will achieve that moksha with doing prosperity. Sir will tell, our Honorable Secretary Sir, Honorable Siddharth Chandra, they will say that is meditation you have to do. You have to do meditation so that you will maintain balance between prosperity, your material gain, and side by side your liberation, I mean moksha, the ultimatum of Indian philosophy. So accordingly, you will do your things, you will have your self-actualization, self-realization, self-reflection, then you have to do your yogic exercise. In such a manner, in such a context, you can say the things in a manner that no doubt in the society we are accepting now. If anybody will ask us whether you have accepted teaching as a profession or mission, if you say teaching is a mission out and out, then you are wrong. If you say teaching as a mission out and out, we are wrong. So we have to maintain balance between professionalism and our mission. So I will take, no doubt I have accepted principalship as a mission, but not in toto. But this is a profession. So we have to adhere to the spirit of professionalism. So we have to maintain balance between spirit of professionalism, and that we are saying that with manner we have to maintain balance between immediate behavior and mediate behavior, micro and macro. We are saying our Tushar Babu will authenticate the things. We have to do mediate behavior and immediate behavior. That means you have to do your duty first adhering to your profession, and side by side you have to do your duty in such a manner that will never affect to your ethics, that is professional ethics. So ethics is there to check balance between your material progress and prosperity, and in another side there is your moksha or spiritual richness. All these things are coming to the spotlight. So we have to maintain balance between material progress and spirituality. This is the clarion call of the day, without which the relevance of Indian philosophy will never be actualized. And if we aspect the things in such a manner, we have to give focus on the thing of the legendary figure Swami Vivekananda, whose mission was man-making education, or man-making or humanization of education, or humanization of society, because society always needs quality people. This is the clarion call of the day. This is the immediate need of the day. We are focusing on quality. We are going for NAC accreditation. No doubt any accredited college may be accepted as a matter of quality. But why there is gradation? Why there is maturity based or maturity level gradation? Because there is quality. You know, simply quality is a customer satisfaction need. Quality as a matter of degree. Everything you can accept as a quality as a matter of degree. So we need quality people so that our mission of humanization will be actualized. Otherwise, we cannot adjust in this society, because the post-modernism approach, the present society, may it be global village, nationally or internationally, we have to check the things, the narrow feelings, the paradox, the thing, nepotism, the selfishness, the conflict of interest, all these things we have to check it. For checking all these things, we have to maintain balance between our workability, our ethics, our spirituality. As a result, we will achieve these things, because irrespective of everything, we need peace and harmony, and always think individual peace will lead towards universal peace. So in the last but not the thing, so whatever it may be, we have to give importance on this meditation, yoga, focusing on Kriya Yoga. The pioneer is Sri Sri Paramahansa Yogananda, the pioneer of this institution. We have to give focus on Kriya Yoga. We have to do the yogic exercises or things, and if the HAIs who are doing the yoga classes regularly, they must be recognized and rewarded within a very wider perspective. So thing is that the very term that I went to say, we have to adopt the tempo. Don't live to know, but know to live. And the role of spiritual heritage is more vital than ever. So this was my visualization, my conceptualization about the significance when we are telling a very, very vibrant topic, very dynamic topic, very understood based topic that highly essential in today's educational practices, and the message should go to the society that there is relevance of Indian philosophy, there was relevance, there is relevance, but we have to pick up the cream that is relevant today for this 21st century, for this post-modernized age, so that we will be adjustable figure, we will maintain balance between our material progress, our spirituality, adhering to ethics, and automatically we will achieve liberation, we will achieve moksha. Thank you so much. So in the same manner, when I conclude my speech, Jai Jagannath, Jai Bangla, Jai Hind. Have a great day ahead. I wish all the well-being, the grand successfulness of this seminar, although we are organizing it in a hybrid mode, so we have to facilitate all the participants to have their paper presentation, enjoy the program, enjoy the learning thought, and have a refinement of knowledge. Thank you. Have a great day ahead. Again to the organizing team for organizing this program. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for starting off the program on such a grand note. I now invite Dr. Ratan Kumar Shamutto, Principal of Swarnamay Jogidranath Mahavidyalaya, to deliver the guest of honor speech.
Very good morning, all of you. Respected Chairperson, Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra, Principal, Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya, Secretary of the Governing Body of the Trustee, Mr. Sheetal Chandra Dey, Dr. Professor Hare Krishna Satpati, former Vice Chancellor, Tirupati Central University, Professor Dr. Lakshmikanta Padi, Department of Philosophy, North Bengal, Dr. Aniruddha Sinha, IPC Coordinator of the Mahavidyalaya, other dignitaries present over there, paper presenters, teachers, students, academicians, and other respected persons present over here. I convey my warm greetings to all of you present over here. I am very much delighted and thrilled being over here as a academic partner of Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya, Yogada Satsanga Palpara Mahavidyalaya. This is the first time I came over here. The Department of Sanskrit of this Mahavidyalaya has organized a national seminar on the topic relevance of Indian philosophy in the contemporary society in collaboration with our college, Swarnamoy Yogendranath Mahavidyalaya and Shabam Shojanikanta Mahavidyalaya. Actually, it is ICTS sponsored seminar to commemorate the day, World Philosophy Day. Though the World Philosophy Day is probably 21st November 2024 and in 2023 it was 16th November, because in the third Thursday of November is being observed as the World Philosophy Day. So from that point, in this year it is 21st November 2024. Anyway, to commemorate the day, this national seminar has been organized in a collaborative way. First, I convey my thanks to Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra for his initiative, and Lakshmi Kanta Sarojini, head of the Department of Sanskrit, for their initiative to organize such a seminar, and all other teachers of the Sanskrit department also. Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra has explained the significance of this seminar, so I don't want to exaggerate regarding this. Anyway, Indian philosophy is no doubt has a great impact on the world society, as we know. So it is no doubt a very important seminar, and it is also significant also in 21st century. I believe that all the deliberations and discussions which will be made in this seminar will no doubt make this seminar certainly benefit to the students, researchers, academicians and community at large. I convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to all the staff of the college and the students, and I am confident that the program will be no doubt successful. Thank you all. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pasyantu ma kaschit dukkha bhaga bhavet. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Professor Harikrishna Shatpathy to deliver the keynote speech for today.
अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरोन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। A very good morning to one and all present in this auditorium, and we are very happy that we are celebrating the World Philosophy Day in our college, and we are more happy that the honorable principal of this college is thus presiding over this function. When I have visited so many colleges and universities in the country and abroad. I have studied the walls of those institutions, the atmosphere, the climate, and the dedication of the teachers, the devotion of the head of the institution. But when I come to this institution, I am very much excited to see an atmosphere which is spiritually vibrant and philosophically very inspiring. And the institution's leader, under whose continuous guidance and supervision, this organization is going from strength to strength. And when the question of this celebration of World Philosophy Day arises, I think among all the institutions in the country or abroad, this is the only institution, this is the only proper venue for organizing this World Philosophical Day, World Philosophy Day, because the atmosphere is philosophical vibrant. This is spiritually elevated atmosphere. And the principal himself is a philosopher. Although he belongs to the Department of Education, he is a philosopher. He has already delivered his inaugural speech while introducing the dignitaries on the dais. He has set the tone of the one-day seminar by delivering a beautifully articulated, very prudent and scholarly speech before this audience. I congratulate Mr. Dr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra, the most dynamic principal of this college, for your initiative to organize such a sacred function in the premises of your college. We are very happy to have the chief guest of this function, Professor Dr. Padi, the head of the Department of Philosophy of North Bengal University. He is a great philosopher, an author, and a researcher. He will also enlighten us regarding the significance and relevance of today's function. And we are having another principal who has also been very magnanimous to collaborate with this function, Professor Dr. Shamanta, who has already delivered a beautiful speech before us, signifying the significance, the importance of today's function. Professor Mr. Day, the driving force behind this organization and the source of inspiration for all of us. Yes, you know, this institution, another plus point of this institution is that it is named after a great philosopher of the world. It is Paramahansa Swami Yogada. And this is his place. And it is very, very appropriate to celebrate the World Philosophy Day, not only in this college, but this is, I think, this is the sacred abode of Paramahansa Yogananda. And that is the reason why this atmosphere has been spiritually elevated and philosophically very, very vibrant. Friends, I would like to mention one thing. Out of my experience, I have served 3-4 universities as Vice Chancellor, Professor in various capacities. The most important responsibility of the head of the institution is to ensure the all-round development of the institution. That is accepted, that is correct. But at the same time, if the principal or a vice chancellor of a college or university takes care of the atmosphere of the university or college, I think that the 90% of the problems will be automatically sorted out. because your atmosphere speaks. You have to develop a congenial atmosphere in such a manner that atmosphere will speak the volumes what you are thinking for the development of your institution. So I'm very happy that all of you sitting here, including our friend coordinator of the MAC, are striving hard to create a very conducive and congenial atmosphere so that you can attract the people from various places. Students can be attracted after feeling the spiritual tree of the atmosphere. They can get themselves elevated. And this is in the fitness of the things that this responsibility has been given to a department which is closely associated with the spiritualism and philosophy of this country, that is the Sanskrit department. And all the scriptures, say beginning from the Vedas to the modern eras, are written in Sanskrit only. Vedas, Upanishads, and Aranyakas, Brahmanas, Mahabharata, Ramayana, and even the scripture written nowadays in Sanskrit, they all convey the important message and the spirit of Indian philosophy. Friends, today we have a topic to be discussed and deliberated upon by the delegates, those who have come from different parts of the country. Say at the outset, I convey my best wishes and congratulations to all the delegates and the students and the members of the teaching and non-teaching staff, including our honorable principal, on the occasion of the celebration of this World Philosophy Day. While delivering his lecture, our esteemed principal has touched almost all the aspects and dimensions of Indian philosophy. The utility of Indian philosophy, the relevance of the philosophy in the contemporary society. He has enlightened us in a very brilliant manner. Nothing is left to me to speak, but I will only explain some of the things which have been delivered by him before this audience. Friends, learning, philosophy means a love for learning. Learning is a lifelong process. Man cannot become complete, cannot understand himself, cannot understand his surroundings, his environment, unless and until he has got adequate knowledge regarding himself or herself, regarding the environment where he is living, regarding the creation, regarding the creator of this entire creation, the creation which is very beautiful. And Rabindranath Tagore says, Mariti Chahinami Sundara Bhavani. Beautiful this creation is. Who is the creator? Have you created it? Have I created it? I have created this situation, this atmosphere of this college. Mr. Pradipta Kumar Mishra, the honorable principal, has created this atmosphere. Or Ratnakar, your founder, he has founded this college. Or some architect has constructed this house. But who has constructed, who has created that architecture? Yes, you must say parents. Who is the creator of his parents? So there is a force, there is a component which is controlling, which happens to be the father, to the supreme power, supreme reality of the entire cosmos. Entire Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhucha Sakar Tvameva. You are the only father, you are the only mother. Mahamaya Vishwam Ramayati Param Brahmamaisi. And that supreme force is controlling and governing this entire cosmos through the help of not only its own, through the help of Mahamaya, the potential power that he is having. Shiva Sakya Jutta Chati Bhavati Sakta Pramavitum Nachetevam Deva Nakaro Kusala Spanditumami. I know some physics professors are here, and the main component of say study of physics is energy and matter. Energy and matter, and it must be knowing the relationship between energy and matter. No matter can exist without energy, or no energy can survive without matter. One is Shiva, the other one is Shakti in our Indian paradox. Shiva Shakti Ajukta. When matter is associated with the energy, then this cosmos becomes beautiful. It becomes vibrant. The creation is possible. So this Marite Chahina Abhi Sundara Manaver Majami Banchi Bharata. Ei Swachha Kare, Ei Puspita Karane. There is a creator. Jivanta Buddha are able to understand the mysteries of this creation, mysteries of this life, the purpose for which we have been sent to the sacred surface of the earth. Yes, if you are able to understand, then only friends, our life becomes fruitful, our life becomes complete. Whether we are studying, we are learning physics, chemistry, geography, history. There are two kinds of vidya, as mentioned by our honorable principal. Para and apara. So one vidya is related to our livelihood, jivika, and the other one is jivana. You cannot survive on the surface of the earth only on the basis of your livelihood or living. After passing from this institution, you may get a very handsome placement in a company with a package of 4 lakhs or 40 lakhs per month, per annum. But that may not give you satisfaction. You may get some satisfaction, but friends, I tell you, remember, this is momentary satisfaction, this is transitory satisfaction. But as a human being, as a messenger of the divine force, that ultimate force, we are always inclined to attain that everlasting happiness. Chirantana Ananda, Amadev Natraj. Saswata Ananda, Mariti Chahina Ami Sundara Bhupani. This is the creation. We are here to enjoy it. But enjoyment principle has already advised us. Enjoy it. Yes, we are here to enjoy. But enjoyment through some limitations. Right? While enjoying this universe, please be aware you are not crossing the Lakshmana Rekha. Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsha, Sabda, all these things are meant for human beings, of the entire living and animate and inanimate beings. Yes? Kama and Moksha principle was referring to Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. This Purusartha Chatushtaya. These are the whole ultimate goals of human beings. And Dharma and Moksha, he was placing it under the division of Paravidya. And Kama and Artha under Aparavidya. Aparavidya, that we are reading in a formal manner, from a formal institution, through a formal curriculum. And that is natural thought. Informal, that is the Aparavidya. That Vidya which can elevate us, which can transport us and transform us. Indian philosophy underlines 2 words. I will be emphasizing on these 2 words, transport and transfer. Yes, we are in this auditorium, but our aim is not to get ourselves confined to the 4 walls of the auditorium. We want to go to a world, go to a paradise, to be created by us only. Where the mind is without fear and the head is at the heart. Where the knowledge is free. Chitta Jata Vaya Sutta, Jnana Jata Mutta. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic world. And where the traveler is tracing its arms towards perfection. We want that paradise. Transport to that paradise. Yes, we are physically we are in this college. We are in this university. But friends and the students of the university, teachers of the university always think that the university is not your boundary wall. You have to transport yourself from university to universe. Then only you can realize the beauty of the education, the beauty of the knowledge, philosophy, love for knowledge. Shankaracharya says, yes, Kurute Ganga Sagara Gamanam, Rata Paripalana Matavadana, Jnana Vihina Sarvamatena, Muktin Namajati Janma Satena. Ganga Sagar is very near by. Go to the Ganga Sagar, have a bath there, yes, Don't think that you can transfer to yourself. Unless and until that knowledge is dawned in your mind and heart. And this is Kurute Ganga Sagara Gavanam Vrata Paripalanam. Yes, continue to say perform some vratas, Savitri vrata, this vrata, that vrata, that vrata. Yes, that has got some meaning. I don't discard all those things. But that is not the ultimate procedure to be followed to attain that everlasting happiness. Happiness, everlasting happiness is not a very, say, ordinary component of life. This is Ananda, this is Sat, this is Chit, this is Ananda, this is Parabrahma, Jato Vaimani Bhutani Dayam, Jasmin Bhutani Jivanti, Jasmin Pralayakale Layante, Tat Brahma, Tat Vijityastastva, Tat Ananda. That is truth, that is Chit, that is bliss, that is peace, that is everlasting happiness. And that is the be all and end all of the life, whole of the life. We are getting some happiness, no doubt. And don't think that yes, we have attained the highest position in our life. Vice Chancellor, Chancellor, Principal, Super Principal, President of India. Friends, these are all stations of the life, not the destination. There is a difference between station and destination. We are in a station now, and we have to try our best to reach the next station. And when you cover all the stations, then only remember you can reach the destination. We have to reach the destination, and we have to adopt a specific procedure, a systematic way to reach the destination or else knowledge. That knowledge is your shraddha, your inclination for attaining knowledge. Philosophy inspires us to learn something. It's love for knowledge. Philosophy, the meaning of philosophy is love for knowledge. That's why jnana vihina sarvamatena mukting navadati janma satena. Mukting means, I could explain it as eternal happiness. You cannot get eternal happiness. Jnana vihina, if you are devoid of knowledge. What is that knowledge Gita says? These are all common things. A combination, a synthesis of Parada Paravidya, defined in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Amaritvam, Adambhitvam, Ahimsa, Kanti, Arjavam, Acharyopasanam, Saucham, Taijam, Atma Vinigraha, Indriyartheshu Vairagyam, Anahankara Evacha, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Dosa, Vidarsanam, Asaktiranabhishvanga, Putra, Rara, Duhadisu, Vivikta Desha Sevitvam, Aratir, Jana Samsadi, Adhyatma, Jnana, Nityatvam, Tattva Jnana, Arthadarsanam, Etat Jnanam, Itikottam, Adhyanam, Jadato. This is the real definition of knowledge. And knowledge, which is the source of knowledge. Swami Vivekananda said, knowledge is through education. Yes, it is manifested. From within. Education is the perfection. It is the manifestation of the perfection. Already within you, already within the human being. So it is already with us, and we have to get it manifested. Man is born high. Man is born knowledgeable. Man is born wise. But in course of time, after having come across with this polluted situation, contemporary society, the principle was referring to the present nature of the contemporary society, how it has become polluted. The atmosphere has become polluted. The mind has become polluted. The body has become polluted. We do not have any idea regarding our connectivity with our brother, with our father, with our mother, with our supreme father, with our environment. We have lost our connectivity. We think that we are alone, and that is the reason why we are getting frustrated, disappointed. We are getting disappointed. Our Arjuna got disappointed when he thought that nothing around him is nothing around him. So friends, that is knowledge. Jnana mahijnanena sadrusam pavitram yavidyate. Jnana doesn't mean that you have to master your curriculum properly. Master, even if you have not got a formal degree from the university, you can become the best wise man, best knowledgeable man. Even a person who is living in a rural area, inaccessible area, but having a pure thoughts in his mind. Shuddha Sankalpa, Shiva Sankalpa. And he was the Kartavya. And he performs his Kartavya, his duty and responsibilities very meticulously. And gets a handful of meat for satisfying his stomach. And he sleeps without any tension. The most knowledgeable person under the sun. No tension, nothing, peace, tranquility, good relationship with his family members, with his neighbors, connectivity. Man cannot live is isolated. It is the philosophy of our country is advocates the collaborative efforts, not the isolated efforts. Man survives, nation survives on collaboration, not on isolation. Connectivity. So these are all knowledge. Knowledge is something beyond all these things. This is the purpose knowledge. We want some natural knowledge. Tasvayam yoga sanchiti karena atmani vindati. Acts your conscience, your power of discrimination, the divine power within you. Whether I have attained any knowledge, after having, say, memorized all the scriptures prescribed in the syllabus, in the department of education or in the department of English or chemistry or in Sanskrit. Ask if your conscience says, yes, you are wise. You have mastered and you are now wise, knowledgeable. Then only you can say that you are a knowledgeable person. Amani, Vidya, Gata, even if you spend your entire lifetime, your birth after birth, even if you cannot have mastery over that knowledge, but only three things are necessary. I will come to that point to attain that knowledge. It is possible. It is possible because the grace of great Guru like Paramahansa Yogada, great master, spiritual master like Ramakrishna Paramahansa, great Vishwakavi like Rabindranath Tagore, great Karma Yogi like Aravinda and Yogi Vivekananda, great. And at the same time, yogic exercises, best health practices to practice, to adopt, and then Vedanta says sadhana chatusthaya. I will come to that point. So this is knowledge. Philosophy inspires us to learn something. Nahi jnanena sadhusam pavitramya vidyati tatvayam yoga sanchitti karena atmani vidyati. And once you get that knowledge, that knowledge gives you power. That knowledge gives you self-confidence. Vivekananda says, we want that education by which self-confidence is generated. We want that education by which the courage of a lion is created in the hearts and minds of the young persons of this country. And we want that education by which one can stand on his own feet. One can feel that he is self-sufficient to face this, all the critical situations of life. So that will be a knowledgeable person is he who can convert a crisis into confidence. A knowledgeable person is he who can convert visada into prasad. A knowledgeable person is he who can convert this disappointment or frustration into satisfaction. That is what Arjuna has done because of the grace of great Guru Yogeshwara Krishna. Jatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Jatra Partha Garuddhara, Tatra Sri Vijaya Bhutir Dhruvadi Kirmatirpama. Yes, you will be successful. Definitely you will be successful. Your seminar will be successful. Your college will get it. Your college has got some grade. Big grade or big plus grade. And you see the atmosphere you are having here. The team spirit you are having here for the development, all-round development of this institution. The congenial, the conducive atmosphere I am finding. Yes, I hope. And I am confident that you deserve for a first grade and I hope that you will be getting it because of your dedication for the institution, Shraddha for the institution, Shraddha for learning, Shraddha for knowledge. That is very much necessary. And the Indian philosophy, whenever we say Indian philosophy, whether there is another type of philosophy, Western philosophy is there. What is the difference between subtle difference? Professor of philosophy is here, and so many professors of Sanskrit and say other subjects. Philosophy is a subject which is connected with all the subjects he was studying. Whether it is chemistry, yes, it is connected with philosophy. Whether it is literature, it is connected with philosophy. Whether it is geography, it is connected with philosophy. Whether it is history, connected with philosophy. Whether it is commerce, it is connected with philosophy. How? You ask me, I can explain. After completion of your post-graduation in the concerned subject, the next degree you are aspiring from the university to get is PhD. What is the full form of PhD? Philosophy. Doctorate in philosophy. Whether you are doing PhD in chemistry, you are conferred with the degree of PhD in philosophy. Whether you are doing research in history after your post-graduation, the highest degree conferred to you by the university is PhD. That means, yes, you are supposed to read the philosophy of the history, philosophy of the geography, philosophy of the chemistry, philosophy of the physics, philosophy of life, connected with the philosophy of life. Because when you study the philosophy of history, then history becomes relevant for you. When you read the philosophy of study the philosophy, research the philosophy of geography, that geography becomes relevant to me, to my life, to my society. It becomes relevant, it becomes useful for me. So Western philosophers, they go on asking the mysterious creation, the human being, its connectivity, its connection with the nature, its connection with the supreme human being, this Shakti, Maya, all these things, Ishvara. They go on asking the questions, eternal quest for truth. The ultimate economy is Satya Prabhupada. That is only getting manifested. We are not able to understand. The person who is taking in front of me is the manifestation of that Almighty Supreme Reality. But I am not able to understand it. I think that he is Mr. Pradipta Mishra coming from such and such place and doing this job as a principal and getting some salary going away. No, that is not his identity. Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. This realization, this is the highest truth. And these philosophers, Western philosophers, they go on asking questions, eternal quest for this. They don't understand themselves. They don't understand the neighbors. They don't understand the creation. They go on asking questions after questions. What is this creation? What are you? They question if you say that the supreme reality exists. They will ask you 100 questions. And they will derive a doctrine out of that, and they will try to impose upon it. That is the spirit of the Western philosophy. Whether it is Kant, whether it is Aristotle, whether it is Hegel. Yes, you analyze these philosophers. Only quest for thought. But here in Indian philosophers, the great seers of the sages and savants of this country, beginning from Vyasa, Valmiki, Vasishtha, Vishwamitra, they are the persons, those who have realized. They question. They have got inquiries, but they have got also solutions. They have realized. Vyasa has realized the truth, as the Vedanta Purti has written Brahma Sutra. Acharya Shankara has realized the supreme reality, the role of Param Brahma in respect of creation of this beautiful creation, this realization. Learning inspires us to realize that. Not learning also inspires us to pariprashna, to put questions to our teachers, but with a guileless heart, with an innocent mindset, teacher, as Arjuna was asking questions to Sri Krishna, unable to understand. Please grace me. Please clarify this point. Yes, and our education beyond that to understand. Yes, I want to see you. You tell me that you are present everywhere, you are omnipresent. The Adhava Bahuneti na Kim Jate na Tava Arjuna. This question answer session is going on up to 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And in the end, Krishna says to Arjuna, Athava bahunetena kinjatena tavarjuna. Don't force me to give more lectures on this point. I have already clarified that I am present everywhere. Isavasyamidam sarvam jatakincha jagatyam tena tattena bhunjita mal brudha kaspasyattaram. The cardinal principle of Indian literature, Indian philosophy has been enshrined and incorporated in this shloka of Isavasya Upanishad. Isavasya Midam Sarvam. This entire thing you are seeing in this entire kantha, Tasmas, is the manifestation of that supreme reality. Isavasya Midam Sarvam. Jatakincha jagatyam. Tena tattena bhunjita. Our principle was underlying a very important aspect of Indian philosophy. Indian philosophers, although materialism is a stream, spiritualism is a stream, there are two types of darsana, jastika and nastika, pessimism and optimism, theist and atheist. But our Indian philosophy has emerged as a unique case, that is inclusive philosophy of the world. So many Western philosophers have thought, they have, propagated and propounded their theories and doctrines. They have tried to impose upon us, and we the Indian sages and Shravas, we have not discarded them. We have observed, we have accepted, and we have kept it in our mind. Then we have added our own thought process. We have added our own doctrines. And we have decided, we have created a new system, that is a synthetic system, that is an inclusive system, and that is why Indian philosophy is sustainable, it is eternal literature. Yes, Indian philosophy, even if questions after questions are asked, but nobody can deny some eternal truths, that there is a force, there is a divine force which is controlling this entire cosmos, entire universe, through the power, through some Shakti, Mahamaya, Vishwam Brahmayati Param Brahmamaisi. So principle was, this is what the materialism, it is a synthesis of materialism and spirituality. We are not opposed to materialism. Tena tattena bhunjita. Bhoga is our aim, but not the ultimate aim. Bhoga, while enjoying the things, whether it is Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsa and Sapta, enjoy it. But there is a note of Kasam, Taktina Bhunjitaha. Have a sense of detachment, renunciation. Then only you enjoy, and that enjoyment will give you permanent happiness, permanent satisfaction. Permanent satisfaction. Tena taktina, vairagyena, tena taktina bhunjita. So the difference, subtle difference between the Western and Eastern philosophers is, they are after eternal quest, of the eternal quest. But we have realized what is true, what is superiority, and what is. You see, friends, now 2-3 questions are hunting to our mind. Now somebody can ask whether there is any eternal truth, there is any supreme reality. Do you admit that there is an existence of eternal truth? This question was asked to Paramahamsa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa at the time. Sir, I am completely, Gurudev is a spiritual master. I am completely frustrated by seeing the miseries and the predicaments of the people of this world. You are always telling me, inspiring me that there is a God, there is a God. Can you show me the God? Swamiji says, Paramahamsa says, yes, I can show you the God. As I see you, similarly, God is seen to you. This is the manifestation of God. So it is all manifestation. That is, God is everywhere. And we have to realize that there is a point of realization, there is a justification of realization of that truth. Whether there is any Justification. Yes, there is a justification. There is a truth, there is a supreme truth. And the question is, what is that? And there is a message. That is supreme purity that controls the entire universe. And the pertinent point is, how can we realize? Unless and until that realization is made, yes, we should humbly admit that we are devoid of knowledge. Man has to realize it. And for that purpose, he was taking the principle was referring to what? Yogic exercises. These yoga exercises have been prescribed by our great gurus like Patanjali and Swami Paramahamsa Yogananda ji. Jama, niyama, asana, pranayama, dhyana, dharana, pratyahara, dhyana, dharana, samadhi. These are the 8 procedures. Yes, we have to adapt as per our own limitations. Thus, Jama, this stability of mind, niyama, and this restraint of all our things, there are 11 organs. And the king of the organ is mind. And other 10 are eye, motor organs and sense organs. We have to control all those things. A disciplined body, disciplined mind. And then only Jama, Niyama, Asana, some exercises, physical exercises, pranayama, breathing exercises, pratyahara, let us get ourselves withdrawn from the so-called, sensual pleasures, transitory sensual pleasures of the world, sense of detachment, sense of tena taktena punjita. Radha Krishna, he has explained this verse in his philosophical lecture. Tena taktena punjita. Detachment doesn't mean that we should run away from this world and go to the footprints of the Himalayas and perform penance for our own salvation and satisfaction. When Vivekananda approached Ramakrishna Paramahamsa after having seen the miseries of the people, he just asked him, sought his permission, Guruji, permit me to renounce this world and go to the fields of the Himalayas to perform penance and to get satisfaction. I do not want to continue in this world where the people are grief-stricken and misery-stricken. I do not want. Then Ramakrishna Paramahamsa smiled and admonished his disciple Naren. Naren, shame on you, Naren. I thought that you would grow like a huge million, having sheltered thousands from the scorching misery. But now I see that you are seeking your own salvation, selfish Naren. But I thought of you. You will grow like a huge barrier. And so many people will getting satisfaction under your shade. You are a great banyan tree. But now I am seeking your own salvation, your own liberation. That is not penance, that is not renunciation. Radha Krishna said, what is true renunciation? We hear in this world. Yes, but develop a sense of detachment. With a restriction. Enjoyment with a restriction. Enjoyment with a rider. Enjoyment with a Lakshmana Rekha. Yes, then only we can enjoy everything. We can enjoy this world, this paradise, this enjoy. Manti Charinami Sundara. In fact, there is no date in the life of the human beings. It is not. It is not. It is just the Antara Prapti. If you have realized, if you have attained knowledge, if you have realized that the supreme truth, and if you have understood that you are connected with that supreme truth, then you see, you don't have any date. You don't have the end of your life. This life cannot end. In the beginning, one of our friends, he was reciting Vedas. Survantu Vishwe Amritasya Putra Amatasya. Let me understand first that I am a child of immortality. I am not succumbed to any death or disasters or any miseries or any predicaments, worldly predicaments. That is not in my life. Yes, I am born to live for 100 years. Jivema sarada satam, pasyema sarada satam. That is my birthright. And after 100 years, just this body will be converted and this Atma will be mortal, indestructible, imperishable. imperishable. That supreme truth is imperishable, that is sustainable, that is eternal. And this Atma is Nainam Chindanti Sastrali. Nainam Dahati Pavaka, na Charinam Kledayan Kyapa, na Sosayiti Mahavata. It's nothing can destroy it, nothing can kill it. So that is renunciation. Through renunciation we can get it. And that is exercises we are doing. And concentration, samadhi, meditation. But friends, I would like to tell you another trick through which you can also attain that eternal truth. Yes, this is very practical. Corona has taught us. You see, you must be knowing the World Health Organization. After having conducted a lot of research, they have come to a conclusion. There are 6 regions for which we are suffering from different kinds of physical disorders and mental instabilities and mental tensions. What are those regions? These regions are: number 1, indisciplined lifestyle. Whether it is a dreaded disease like cancer. Yes, now the scientists, they have started telling that one of these 6 regions are 6 regions taken together. Yes, for 90% of diseases, there is enough of these diseases, physical disorders, mental instability. Number 1, the indisciplined lifestyle. Our lifestyle has become free for all. We do not have control over our own life, own body, own mind. That has become free for all, indiscipline. Number 2 is imbalanced food habit. What we are eating nowadays? Is there any routine? Is there any restriction? Is there any, say, happiness while taking the food? Is there any sattvika bhava? Is there any sense of appreciation while taking breakfast or our lunch, dinner? Or we are just grumbling and scolding our mother, I won't touch it because this is not palpable, this is not tasty. You see, that is imbalanced food habit. Our mother, when she prepares something that is meant for you, that is meant for the benefit of her child, but we are not in a position to appreciate her, to appreciate the Creator. So that is imbalanced food habit. And number 3, lack of physical exercises. We are now getting everything done through remote control. We are not able to walk from this place to that place. And at the age of 50 to 60, we are suffering from arthritis and different types of diseases, physical disorders. And number 4, acute mental tension. I do not know why this acute mental tension. And then number 5, this environmental pollution. That has become another formidable reason for which we are suffering from different types of physical disorders and mental instabilities. And the last one, the excessive intake of food, alcohol, salt, and sugar, all these things. So another great yogi, medical practitioners of ancient India. Yes, you do regular exercises, yogic exercises. Kriya yoga is very much necessary. But he prescribes, my friends, be careful and hear it and practice it. You will emerge as a complete human being, as a messenger of God who will live for 100 years on the earth. You will be getting good placement. At the same time, a handsome life you can live. Navitahara vihara sevi samithakari. Ashtanga yoga has been prescribed by Patanjali, and Bhagavad is here, another medical practitioner. He advises, follow these 8 procedures. Number 1, nitahara, moderate ahara. Food. Yes, nita means chukta. It should be connected. It should be offered to Almighty before your consumption. Nitahara, vihara, nita vihara. Absolutely. Physical exercise, morning walk. There is no substitute of morning walk for 45 minutes. It must become a principle in your life, or cycle, or anything, depending upon our cars and motorcycles and aeroplanes, yes, that is not that is necessary. But at the same time, whenever you get some time, don't make your organs idle. Don't make your body idle. Mitahara vihara se samikshakari. I think that's all. Principal is detained, Vice Chancellor is detained, Prime Minister is detained. Because, friends, we have got certain hidden agendas. When those hidden agendas are not executed, we get things. Yes, that much work has to be done. Not in the larger interest of the society, but in the interest of the individual. That the principle has already mentioned. Social welfare is always above the individual goodness. Individual, yes, individual requirements will be there, but not at the cost of the collective requirement, not the institutional requirement. Institutional requirements should be on priority, and their individual requirement. We say, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Nirabhaya. I am also included in survey. But before that, I ensure the spirit of the entire, the well-being of the social well-being. That is my aim. So, Naro Vitahara Vihara Seti Samichakari. Whatever work I am doing, let me ask to my conscience. Let me follow the provisions of law of the land. Then pass orders. Nobody can touch me. I am careless. Whenever fear attacks you, you become stage. Where the mind is without fear. If you do good work, Samichakari. Or Vishayesu Asakta, Anasakta, again, detachment from all these sensory objects, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, Sparsa, Sabha. Then fifth, Dani. Dani means charity. Be compassionate towards your fellow beings. And Dani, Satya Paraha. Never go than move from the path of truth. Dani Param Satya Parak Samava, seventh one. Be a tolerant person, not peasant. And then Aptopasi. Obey your elderly persons. If they say, don't go to that side, never go. Never go to the pond. If your elderly person advises that that is a dangerous place, or don't do it, without questioning, you obey. Aptopasi. They are our respectable persons. You just follow them, and in the course of time, you will become a great yogi, and you will be able to understand that supreme reality of this life, supreme reality. And that is only two purposes. There are other ways also. Vedanta prescribes sadhana chatushtaya, shraddha, samadhi, meditation. You should have shraddha in your shastra. And the other one, Guru Krupa. If the Guru Krupa is not there, yes, you cannot realize the truth. You have to be initiated by the mantra of the Guru, whether physically or spiritually or mentally. Yes, if you have come to contact with a great Guru like Paramahansa Yogananda, it is well and good. Or else, mentally accept him as your Guru. Read his scriptures. Shivananda is my Guru. Yogananda is my Guru. Vivekananda is my Guru. Paramahamsa Ramakrishna is my Guru. And when you get the grace, yes, you will be able to realize that truth. And all your bewilderments, your doubts will be dispelled. That is what Arjuna says in the end of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. What is he says? There is Nashta Moha Smrtir Labdha Prasadata Mayarjita. It is because of your grace, O Achyuta, my Parama Guru. All the doubts have been dispelled. And the confusion, the bewilderments have been dispelled. So I was just referring to 10th chapter. Athabhava Unetena King Jatena Tavarjuna. Ekena Amsena Samagra. Vishwam Aham Vyapyatishtham. But Arjuna is a Nathur Bandha. He is not in a position to leave his Guru. But the heart with which he is asking question after question to his Guru, it's not a complicated heart. It's not a heart which is devoid of the nonsense. But with devotion, with cold heart, you are telling that you are omnipresent. Vishtavyam idam krushnam ekam sekam stitam jada. You prove it. It's very scientific. Then is divyam dadaviti chakru pasyami yogamanta. Darshanam is having two meanings. Drusyate chakru tat darshanam. That means the ultimate truth that is perceived by whom, that is darshan. The Shastra, Darshan Shastra. Through Darshan, yes, we perceive that. That is ultimate truth which Darshan. And the second meaning is, here the Darshan is end. And the second, Drishyate Anena iti Darshanam. That means it becomes a means through which you can perceive, you can realize that truth. Here it is. Divyam dadamiti chakru pasyami yogamanta. That the ultimate reality could be realized by Arjuna. Pasyami devan tavadevate sarvan tatha vidhu sarvan rusin. So that Vishwarupa Kashmir form was seen by Arjuna. Well, na divyam dadamiti chakru. That is darshan. Divya darshan. Divya chakru. So friends, it is only possible because of the grace of Guru. It is only possible because of the reason when we accept, when we adopt, when we practice these 8 procedures prescribed by Bhagavatam or Patanjali or Paramahamsa Yogada. And then only we can be able to realize that. And once that truth is realized, then our study, our research, our learning is complete, our life is complete. Yes, we can emerge as a complete human being on the surface of the earth, and at the same time, we can, not only we can enjoy the completeness, but we inspire others. If you light a lamp, it will not only say enlighten itself, but it will enlighten the entire, say, particle. Similarly, the Surya, the sun god, when it rises, it enlightens, it dispels the darkness of the entire universe. So friends, World Philosophy Day is celebrated, not only for our say, life, but also for our life. Human life is very, very precious. Because of a lot of tapasya, of yourself, and of your forefathers, you have been endowed, gifted with this precious life in this world. And we do not know what type of life we will get in the next world. Yes, we have strong belief in Punarjanma Pada. Bahuni me vyatitani dharmani tavatartuna. Dharmani tavatartuna. You do not know, but I know. So many paths I have from the God. But you see, we have to deposit some merits in our account during this lifetime, so that it will be also helpful for our next life. Had we deposited some merit during the last life, it would have been very, very useful. So anyway, there is still time. There is still time to process, to maintain a disciplined lifestyle, to adopt these moderate food habits, to do some physical exercise, to keep ourselves away from excessive intake of alcohol and other narcotics, and to see that our environment is beautiful, it is free from all pollution, and then only we can get everlasting happiness. The simplest formula I have designed for getting everlasting happiness is just change your mindset, change your attitude, and develop a right resolution. Satsanga Palpara Tarne Manaha Siva Sankalpam Astu. And once your mind thought process becomes pure, you cannot do any illegal or punishable work. As a student of law, I have studied LLB and LLM. As the cardinal principle of criminal law is, if you commit some mistake without any intention, yes, you will be acquitted, because you did not have ill intention to do something. It has been done inadvertently, by mistake. Actus non facit insimensit. If the evil intention is absent, the judges will point out, the judges will focus on one point. While committing this mistake, committing this blunder, committing this crime, whether the person concerned had some evil intention, ulterior intention or not. If it is proved that he is an innocent person, he did not have any evil intention, you are acquitted, you are free. So friends, by doing something, have some, and to do some work, good work, what is the prerequisite required? That is a good sankalpa, a good mindset, a positive mindset. And once you develop a right resolution, tanme manaha Shiva sankalpa mastu, then the entire environment around you will be seen as if it is your own family. Saddarshanam. Saddarshanam. It is Saddarshanam. Perceive you, the madam is a Kalpatruma for you. Sir, he is another Kalpatruma. There is a person who cannot commit any mistake because I read his face, he is having that Shiva Sankalpa Yukta attitude. So that is fine. And then Saddarshana, then Sat connection. Your institution has been managed by Yogada Satsanga. Satsanga, right connection. But if you are not rightly connected with the persons of the society, you will be divided. You will be disconnected. I cannot, yes, I may speak here, but this wire is not connected with the power center, whether it is hydroelectricity power center or thermal electricity power center. Can you hear my voice? It's not possible. If it is detached, you cannot hear. If it is attached, you can hear. If it is connected, you are able to hear. If it is disconnected, you are not able to hear. Nasti buddhi rajasya, nachajuktasya bhavana. Let us stay connected with one another, with my staff, with my principal, with the environment, with the nature, with the truth almighty, with my father, with my mother, with my all. Sarvasya bhutani sarvani bhutani mitrasya chakshusa chavikyamaya. Your perception, all are my friends. Nobody can, nobody in the world who can be termed as my enemy. Enemy, this is a misnomer. You cannot have enemy. All are friends. It is you who are creating enemies. So this is all. This is your right perception and then right manifestation, prakasana. Whatever I speak, yes, somebody will try to hear it. It is right perception, right manifestation, and that will lead you to do some right action, satkarma. That satkarma, and remember, this is my last sentence I have followed it from the principles of the presentation. To do your right karma, kartavya, that will give you ultimate satisfaction, right satisfaction, everlasting peace, bliss and satisfaction. So friends, let us try to invent the divine power within our karma and kartavya, and we will reach that stage. Again, I would like to remind Rabindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear and shame and heart. And this entire world will be a livable world where we will not, yes, inclined, will not be inclined to live this world. Mariti Chahina Ami Sundara Pupari. Everywhere we can get a friend, we can get our inspirer, like Radha Krishna, like Yogananda Paramahamsa, and Mariti Chahina Ami Sundara Pupari. মানবের মাঝে আমি বাঞ্ছিবার চাই এই চর্চা করে এই পুষ্টিকা কারণে জীবন্ত হৃদয় মাঝে যদি স্থান থাকে যদি স্থান পাই friends, that good heart is the spirit of Indian philosophy. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, sir, for this beautiful delivery. I'm sure the entire audience was as mesmerized by your speech as I was. I now invite Mr. Shikal Chakravarti to deliver the presidential address for this session.
Jai Guru, I have some arthritic problem with the legs. That is why Srimoi always allows me to speak from the dais. So I take permission from our very learned and very revered Satsanga sir and Padhi sir that I may be allowed to speak from here. On behalf of the management of the college, I welcome all of you, the students, the teachers present here. My deepest gratitude and highest respect. So long I was receiving spellbound the very valuable dissertation on Indian philosophy I never had before, as it has been given by our learned Vice Chancellor, Professor Saraswati sir. He has covered all aspects on the significance and it is a matter of pride to me that our Sanskrit department has been organizing this seminar. On this occasion, I'd like to tell a few years because the time is up. I shall not speak much. Actually, from a common man's perspective, I like to ventilate what we see in day-to-day life in the contemporary society as an elderly person from India. And what is the teachings of my Gurudev Paramahamsa Yogananda? Our Vice Chancellor sir has beautifully highlighted the role of yoga, the role of Kriya Yoga. Just on this occasion, I would like to, Indian philosophy is very, very ancient. It is coming down to us from the ancient Vedanta philosophy. And it has its impact, so much impact, even today. Just, I'd like to tell the names of a few Western scientists who are profoundly influenced by Vedanta philosophy of Gita. Their works, their discoveries that shaped the modern world, even today. One of them is Carl Sagan. Many of us have heard his name, Carl Sagan, the famous astronomer, astrophysicist, astrobiologist. He has said that he has got the basic idea of the cosmos and its cycles from the Vedas. Carl Sagan. Carl Sagan is still unparalleled. He is a man from the early part of the 20th century. Another person, he is Robert Oppenheimer, a nuclear physicist, who is the father of atom bomb at the Manhattan Project from America. He engaged Sanskrit scholar to teach him Sanskrit, that he wanted to study Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit only, not from the translation. See, here in India, we have not studied Sanskrit. Many of us, we know very little. Another person, Nikola Tesla. We heard about the Tesla. In this days, Tesla is the So far is the greatest inventor, engineer, electrical engineer and physicist. Tesla, he has made the remark that he has got the idea of his inventions, particularly the current electricity and multiplier effect of AC current only from
অনলাইনে কি আছে
wave. Some other is Niels Bohr. Perhaps our physics department is here. Niels Bohr should not be highlighted. He is such a person that I should not speak many things about him. He derived idea about the cosmic laws from Ved only. About Nikola Tesla, all these persons are Nobel laureates. Nikola Tesla is not a Nobel laureate. It is said that he is such a big scientist, such a big physicist. Just by awarding a Nobel Prize to him, we will not give him any glory. So he was not here. And two more important persons are Erwin Schrödinger. We have read in our school days Schrödinger's cat, famous scientist, the quantum physicist. Along with him, Werner Heisenberg is famous for uncertainty principle. Werner Heisenberg and Schrödinger, along with the Oppenheimer, all of them studied Gita in Sanskrit only. And today, what we call modernism, what we call the technical advancement in all the three, is only based upon their discovery. So, see the impact of Indian philosophy on modern science. What happened only during the Second World War, scientific studies gained more space as compared to the humanities. And philosophy, which should be the operating part of science, was not taken into consideration. American educationists and academicians in these days, they are now lamenting that since Second World War, America has given more importance to studies of science and technology and not upon the classical learning of the West. That is the reason we find this technological driven society without ethics and without philosophy. As a person in the contemporary society, we see what the contemporary society is. With the advancement of science, we are on the verge of extinction. Third World War is just knocking at the door. Israel-Gaza conflict, Ukraine-Russian conflict, China-Korea conflict, these have pushed the world on the brink of a nuclear war that is looming large over the horizons now. We cannot escape. And from the pandemic period, the COVID, which was actually the biological weapon, miscarriage of science done by the American who, Dr. Anthony Fauci, his name is now coming into the media. Many lawsuits have been filed against him for this COVID, which is man-made disaster. After COVID, what we see in the society, mental stress and stressful diseases has increased to such a great extent that we are unsafe now. The contemporary society, there is so much of scientific development, but there is no peace, no happiness, no joy, because we have drifted away from philosophy of life. This is the high time that we have to seek refuge in Indian philosophy. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, has pointed out all these points, the crisis, how to come out of the crisis, and that needs to be practiced now. We have studied much more of science. Our intellect has been more sharpened and refined, but our mind has not been trained.
গরম হয়ে গেছে এবার
Vice Chancellor sir was just referring to this. We have so much of technical knowledge.
এরা ঠান্ডা
but
লাগছিল কিছুক্ষণ
little of
আস্তে 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 আস্তে
knowledge.
দেখছি গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে এবার
Sir was referring to the apologies of Patanjali, from Jog Sutra, that we should control the mind. And in this path, modern philosophers, Sir was also referring to Rabindranath Tagore, we know this war-torn, disease-old
স্যার বলা বাকি
society
আছে
with
বলার
this
কাজ করছে
mankind
উনি
today is aspiring for love, aspiring for peace, for joy, which we get in Indian philosophy. From the Indian contemporary philosopher, say Rabindranath Tagore or Paramahamsa Yogananda, and Rishi Aurobindo, Swami Rama, they have given us the direction. Here, mostly our professors are present. They will be the teachers elsewhere. As an elder person, as an elder brother, you must have read, but I shall again refer to read two books that can change the life. One is Yogi Kathamrita, that is autobiography of Yogi written by our Gurudev Paramahamsa Yogananda, and the other is The Himalayan Masters by Swami Rama. He studied in the caves, and thereafter from the caves, from mountain learning, from the non-formal education, he finally came to the formal educational system and got a PhD. He has his ashrams and spiritual organizations spread all over the world. If you read that book, Himalayan Masters, these two books are eye-opener to the teachers and those who will teach philosophy. I just as a common man suggest that Sir has given so much of knowledge to us, but how shall we cultivate? As I am associated with the education administration, I suggest to the policy makers that this philosophy curriculum and ethics should be taught from the primary schools, in the secondary schools, then in the colleges, and then in universities. That we should harp upon the stream again and again, so that this philosophy of love, peace, and joy become part of our thinking, part of our living, that wherever we go, we unknowingly practice it. That we should do. That is my prayer. Jai Guru.
Thank you so much, sir. This is turning out to be a very comprehensive discussion. But we have come to the end of the inaugural session now. Before concluding, I would like to request our organizers to hand the compendium of abstracts to be released by our Honorable Principal Sir and our resource persons. This being a one-day national seminar, we have more than 50 participants today who have sent in their abstracts, and this is a compendium of those abstracts.
সকলে ধরার পরে
Thank you so much. Last but not the least, we have a student of the Department of Sanskrit. He is a student of the 6th semester and he would like to present our Honorable Principal Sir with a piece of art that he himself has made. Since they are outgoing students, they have sentimental attachments to this seminar. This is probably their last seminar. Go ahead. A beautiful painting made by Shubhankar Korai, a student of the Department of Sanskrit, 6th semester of our college. Thank you. This concludes our inaugural session, the first session of this seminar. I thank our delegates, our respected resource persons, the members of our organizing committee, and most of all, our participants and audience for having been so patient and attentive. We now break for lunch. We shall begin again at 2 p.m. with the technical session. Thank you so much.
A perfect timing. 1:15. You have 1 minute.
থাকুক সব চলবে কে আসলে একটু থাকুক চলুক এটা অডিও ভিডিওটা থাকুক যাতে লোকজন দেখবে একটু অডিওটা অফ করে অডিওটা অফ করে ওখানে রয়েছে তো লোকজন অডিওটা হ্যাঁ ভিডিওটা চলুক
Hey,
ব্যাগ নিতে হবে আমাকে। কে হয়ে গেছে?
তুমি রেডি করেছো? মানে যেটা হচ্ছে ওই কন্ট্রোলার রুমে রেডি আছে, আর ওখানেও যাচ্ছে।